Yo guys, it's Lee. So you all thought that George Mason, yes, this guy, was the biggest catfish of 2019. Well, Lee Hinchcliffe is here today to take catfishing to another level. I am going to be pretending to be my girlfriend on Tinder, but a rich version of my girlfriend. So therefore, I'm going to be on Tinder as my girlfriend and talk to people normally. And then I'm going to Photoshop some pictures and talk to them as the rich version. Have I just started a catfishing war with George Mason? I hope not, because we're mates. Alright, George, if you're watching. So the first step into becoming the new king of catfishing in 2019 was to create my Tinder profile. Can I just say that there is no bad blood between me and George? That was just a little joke. George actually gave me the idea to do this video, so if you want to watch his video, I will leave it in the description below. Alright, so I need to download Tinder, and I have no idea what to do because I've never downloaded Tinder before. I've never downloaded any dating app.
Stop lying, we know you have.
What are you looking at me like that for? I haven't.
He's lying, everybody.
You what? Hey, I'll have you know. Sorry about him, everybody. So I went onto the App Store, typed in Tinder, and as you can see, I have never downloaded this app before. So once Tinder had finished downloading on my phone, it was time to finally set up my Tinder profile. Loading up Tinder for the first time ever. I'm loading it for the first time. I don't want to log in with Facebook or a phone number. If I log in with my phone number, can people see my phone number? Surely not, that's privacy. Okay, I'm just gonna have to do it with my phone number. I've just inputted my number wrong. Get started. First name, Ellie. What's Ellie's birthday? Oh, don't put that in the video, Lee. Ellie's birthday is the 11th of May, but I'm gonna make it so that she was born in the same year as me, so that she is the same age as me on Tinder. So I'm catfishing to another level. So she was born on the 11th. Oh, what month is May then? January, February, April. I said that wrong, didn't I? January, February. Oh, I don't even know my months. What's my months then? February, March, April, May. Oh, what number was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5th month.
We got there in the end.
I am a woman. My university is... didn't go. I'm a civilized girl. I don't want to be looking too hard for the bad man out there. My best pick. Oh, well, I've got to go choose the pictures now.
So, I went through Ellie's Instagram to screenshot some photos that I was going to use for my Tinder profile. But I had to choose wisely because these were the pictures that I were going to be photoshopping later on to make Ellie the rich Ellie.
Add your photo. Okay, so let's add this one. What's your email address? You know what? I'm just going to use one of my old email addresses that I don't use anymore. Whoa, we're straight in. So, as you guys know, Ellie is my girlfriend. I am pretending to be Ellie on Tinder. Ellie likes boys, therefore every single person I'm just gonna swipe right on.
So I sat there and swiped for about 5 minutes and almost instantly...
oh my god, we got a match straight away! Oh my... we're straight in with Stephen! I'm gonna have to go in and just message him, aren't I? Hey Stephen, great, thank you. You? I feel so wrong doing this. Stephen's replied saying, you up to much? Yeah mate, just making a YouTube video. I'm better now I matched you! What a slayer, Stephen, my man. Go on, boy. Got another match. Got another match. Straight in. God, my girlfriend must be quite fit.
So I kept on getting matches and talking to new people. Aiden didn't think I was real, which in reality... I wasn't. Our mate Stephen asked what I was looking for. So I told him I was looking for my glasses because I dropped them and now I couldn't see. Michael over here, he was a new match. He wanted to ask me a question, so I was just like, sure, go ahead. How does me, you, pizza, Netflix and cuddling all night sound? Pretty to be honest. I'm joking, I replied saying, that sounds great. Add some kissing and a naked spoon.
No thanks.
So I spent quite a lot of time chatting to my new matches on Tinder, but it was just getting to the point where I was getting really bored. I wanted to be rich. Well, I wanted to be my rich girlfriend anyway. So there was only one thing left to do. Turn this Ellie into the new rich Ellie. And so my photoshopping process began. 4 photos needed turning into masterpieces. It took me hours upon hours, days upon days, weeks upon... okay, no, that's a complete lie. It literally took me a few hours, like a day or something like that. But the end result was exactly how I wanted it. This photo turned into this. This photo turned into this. This photo turned into this. And this photo turned into this bad boy. My rich girlfriend Tinder profile was finally complete. My occupation was, I look after my bank account. My education was, I got racks, not education. You're in for a treat with my bio. Looking for someone who can lift heavier than my bank account, but I know that's impossible. Training to be an MUA, but I don't need to be when I have the money emoji. Meaning, yo, I got racks, homie. I'm no daddy's girl who drives a Fiat. I'd be whipping in a range. Message me if your bank account looks like a phone number. And then I just had to end
end it with a load of dripping emojis. And to match the emojis, my anthem was drip too hard. And so that was it. Normal Ellie on Tinder had been done. Rich Ellie had been created. All there was left to do was test her out on the boys of Tinder. And just a quick disclaimer before we go any further into this video. Everything that I say to these people in this video, I do not mean, I do not believe in, I am not like this. I literally just said the most arrogant and big-headed and cocky things I could possibly think of, just because I wanted to come across like that because I was rich. And then I wanted to see how people on Tinder would react, whether they would carry on talking to me or whether they would just unmatch me straight away. I do not say the things I've said. It was literally just to try be funny and very cocky, purely for this video. Alright, so my first victim, my man Scotty over here, and I started the conversation with, Scotty, does your bank look like a phone number? And guess what? Scotty didn't reply anyway. Next guy, Callum. I asked Callum, you play rugby? And the day later, he replied, yeah, I do. So then I replied with, bet my bank account could tackle you better than half the players on the pitch. Well, how does that even make sense? And just like Scotty, Callum did not reply to that. Next up was Sam, and Sam looked like a gym lad. And you guys know what my bio says. Looking for someone who can lift heavier than my bank account. So I put Sam to the test. I bet my bank account could... I bet my bank account is heavier than what you can lift. Imagine being on Tinder and the first message you get from a girl is that. What would you even reply, literally? I don't believe you're real. Why not, hun? Can I just say I said hun because I was trying to sound like a cocky girly girl. Why not, hun? Just because I'm a girl and have money. Lots of money. Just gotta put it out there that I have a lot of money. Haha, do you? My bank account is longer than my phone number. Big bucks. Bigger than your guns. Haha, maybe so. And the last sentence I sent was just very random, and it was literally the most random thing that came to my head. Maybe I could hire you to use as a dining table. Maybe. Kiss. I just thought of a dining table because I thought of something like sturdy, and I thought gym lad, dining table. Completely different things. Doesn't make sense, did it? Our next person was Henry. So I popped up to Henry first and I said, hey. And he replied with, yo, saying. Saying, big man, yeah? Yo, saying, yeah? So I replied with, what you saying? Didn't get a reply back though, did I? So he probably weren't saying anything. No. Next up is a guy called Charlie, and props to this guy if he ever finds this video. His first reply to what I asked him just completely wiped me out. So Charlie's picture, he was wearing a super dry t-shirt, okay? So I popped up to him and I said, is your bank as dry as your t-shirt? And he replied with, yeah, it's super dry. And I was just like, Charlie, mate, what? Jesus, you've done me there. Fair play. Let me pour some of my drip on for you. What drip you got? Homemade stuff? Now, homemade stuff. Really, touched a nerve up there. My bank account is bigger than my dad's. Do you really think I have homemade stuff, babe? I have maids who do stuff at home for me, yes. I was kind of linking in there. He said homemade, so I said maid who do things at home for me. You get me? Yeah, sure you do. Well, I blooming well do, Charlie, I'll have you know. My mum and dad. No, I'm sorry, mum and dad, I love you very much. I don't know whether to class that as lazy or smart. Lazy? This money doesn't make itself, you know. There's no money there to be made, so kind of got a point. And how's it made? What's the money maker? And at this point, I was trying to think of a jokey thing to say, but I literally couldn't think of anything, so I kind of did this joke instead. Don't wear super dry. Wear Gucci and whip in a range. Still doesn't tell me how the money is made. Nah, yeah, it's true. I couldn't think of anything to say, Charlie. Sorry. What's your Snapchat? I want to see the range. So I just replied with, Snapchat is for peasants. Then his reply was 2 laughing emojis. I bath with my dad. And I was just like, okay, Charlie, we are done on Tinder. If I'm honest though, while doing these conversations, I did feel really bad because like some of these people were genuinely out there looking for someone to speak to, and I'm here making a YouTube video catfishing my rich girlfriend. But I hope it's making a good video. If you have made it this far into the video, make sure you go down below, comment rich, then I know you made it this far. Also, leave a like and subscribe if you are new. Let's smash 5,000 likes on this video and let's carry on catfishing some people. Next up, we've got Artem, and he popped up straight away saying, you're not bad looking, are you? Thanks, mate. You know, I do say so myself. Oh, no, sorry. One about my girlfriend, aren't we? So I replied with, neither are my earnings. And Artem clocked straight away. Oh, you're loaded? Yes, of course. More loaded than a printer with ink in it. This is what I mean. My whole point of this video was to be as random as possible. And I think that went there, and therefore Artem did not reply after that message. Now, next up, we have a guy who, at the end of this conversation, I did tell him I was making a YouTube video, and I already said I blur your picture, so don't worry about that. And he also asked me not to put his name in the video, so obviously I'm gonna respect that, and I'm not gonna put his name in the video, so this is just the conversation. Tinder is correct. I do think I found my match, and I was just thinking of the most random cocky thing to say back that sounded kind of rich. Like a matchstick, question mark. I have a gold-plated one on my shelving in my Gucci walk-in wardrobe. Can you even get a gold-plated matchstick? No. Geez, you're too good. Always too good to be true. Sorry. Kind of was. That Balenciaga top is 2 peng, by the way. That Balenciaga top is 2 peng. This Balenciaga top is 2 peng. The one that I photoshopped. That one is really peng. Shame. I just threw it out. I use it as a doormat now. That's when you know you're rich, when you throw out Balenciaga tops that you photoshopped to use as doormats. Kind of mad still. What about that red Gucci one? I'm so annoying. That one went out a while back after a hard workout at the gym. It got too much sweat on it. So I threw it out. Damn! Them clothes be worth something, but you ain't got no price tag. You absolute flames. Fire emoji. My man out here really trying to slide in. Flames is what my car collection looks like. Now at this point, I think he tried to like sort of counter flex me. So he said, you should see mine be. You got Snap? And obviously again, I can't give out Snapchat, so I just completely ignored that question and answered the first question. How many do you have? As in, how many cars do you have? Only the 2, but planning some things later this year. 2? Is that it? I have 5 just I have 5 just on my drive. Yeah, rest of my collection is in, I think that's the Egyptian flag. And now I'm thinking, mate, you've just told me you've only got 2, and since I said I've got 5, now apparently you've got some more in Egypt. Fake flexer, catfish. Who's blooming catfish these days anyway? But you said you only have 2. Are you a fake flexer? And then I think he tried to explain himself to me. Nah, but it's a sticky one still. Currently got 2, but couple more on the way getting worked on. Not counted in collection yet. Anyway, I don't really care for cars too much. I'm all about mansions. And at this point I thought, right, this guy's trying to outdo me here. I need to completely have him. That's good because I own 3. Here we go again. Big man trying to flex. Is that all? I have 7 myself, but my father has around 20. Of course he does. You fit just into my bio. And that's because I said, only message me if your bank account looks like a phone number. And clearly, this guy's does. Let's get married. If you like it, then you should have put one. Oh, no, I'm swearing. I am sorry. I'm down when you want to meet up. And I was just like, tomorrow, got a private jet. Next up, we have a man that does this and a man that does that. It's a man. Ellie, a baller. A man is trying to question me. I am a baller. I can't even get over my next reply. You tell me what 1-year-old gets pushed around in a Supreme pram by their mum and dad. Nobody that I know, apart from like probably Kanye West and Kim Kardashian's kid. Ellie, winky face. That's my name. Paid good money for it. Lots of pound signs. So I replied with lots of dollar signs. Easy money. And then he was just kind of like boring me a little bit. So I thought I'd change up the conversation. Want my number? That's what my bank account looks like. Nice. Easy dollar though. A man just said easy dollar. My dollar isn't easy, hun. Now the reason I said a man just said is because like people in London use the word man. Like man just said this. So I was like, oh, a man just said this. You get me? They're jokes. Yeah. Probably why I'm on Tinder. Why isn't it? Mine is. So then I was like, oh yeah, man, come on now. Nah, money ain't easy, bro. Yours isn't anything like mine. My bed sheets are £50 notes. Likewise. And now I never understood why he sent likewise. To me, that's not a sentence that you used likewise in. Or did he mean that his bed sheets are also made out of £50 notes? But if he is, that's a lie. And why would you lie about that, eh? What's likewise? My accountant is wise by telling me not to spend so much, but I can't stop myself. I have back problems from carrying my bank around. And then after that, he didn't reply. Now my next match was a guy called Donny. So obviously the first thing I had to say to him was, Donny, are you a Don? Basically, if you guys don't know what a Don is, you are called a Don, or you call someone a Don if they're like cool or if they're a legend or something like that. So I asked Donny if he was a Don. Oh, yes, you Don. Is your bank account a Don too? Lol. Maybe, who knows? And then, Donny, the Don, the man, the one and only, had the cheek to call me this. Ellie Smelly. So I just thought, how dare you, Donny? You do not speak to a woman like this. And I went in on Donny.
The Don.
How dare you, Donny? I smell like Joe Malone. £300 I pay for my perfume. Want a sniff? Want a sniff? Basically, if you don't know what Joe Malone is, it's like a fragrance shop that sells candles and fragrance and stuff, and they are very expensive. So I asked him if he wanted a sniff. Lol, lovely stuff. Of course. You spicy. And a chili emoji. So I was just like, Donny, mate, I ain't calling you spicy back. There's no way. Probably because I've just finished off a £100 curry. Things aren't cheap around here. What place sells a £100 curry? Lol, you got Snapchat, and then I didn't reply for maybe like 3 minutes, if that. And he, again, abused me. Oi, Ellie Smelly. So I was just like, oi, Donny, mate, if you are not careful, you're gonna be donned out. Donny, you want to be careful with what you say before I spray you in the eyes with some Chanel. Before I spray you in the eyes with some Chanel. What sort of woman am I? Right, and then this part, I'm gonna have to blur it because he said something rude, basically. He put 3 laughing emojis, something rude, and then I didn't reply to that because it was rude. And he put, how's your bank account looking? Much better now I've just spent 10 racks on a new chair. Spending 10 grand on a chair, who does that? And then his last message was something very rude again. I can't even explain what it is because I don't put that sort of stuff on my YouTube channel. I can't even sort of, it was rude. It was really rude. So then I just replied with, you're a strange guy, Donny. No longer a Don in my books. Don has come out of my books. So next up, I thought I'd try a couple of puns and jokes, things like that. And I got Tyler here, matched with him. So I put, roses are red, violets are blue. I'm rich and have a fat bank account. And I didn't get a reply. And with Grant, I put, want some moonla? Moonla is money, if you don't know. Didn't reply. Must not want any moonla. Alex, on my 5th birthday, my parents bought me a gold bottle of Dom Perignon, which is a very expensive bottle of champagne. And again, I didn't get a reply. And then a different Alex, I thought I'd try a knock-knock joke on him. So I said, knock-knock. Who's there? Alex. Who's he? I'll explain everything once you've shown me your bank account. Because if it ain't as long as my phone number, we're not messaging. And after that, I also did not get a reply. So at this point, I tried jokes, I tried puns. I wasn't getting any replies. People were ignoring me. People weren't liking me being rich. Which I can't understand why, because who doesn't want a rich person? Joke, by the way, not about the money. I was just sat there feeling lonely. Why does nobody want to speak to me? What if I'm alone all my life? And then we got one more match. One match came to the saviour. His name was Ben, and I thought, you know what? It's been a long time since I've talked to somebody. I need to be nice. I need to lure him in. I want a nice conversation. So obviously my first opening liner was, what do you want? Kinda nice. Ben replied with, you. And I was just like, oh, Ben. Drop 10 racks on my doorstep and I might consider it. Sound like Bad Baby or Bad Barbie, whatever her name is. And then Ben, the cheek, decided to say, you sound like a prostitute. And I was just like, Ben, how dare you? Just because you're jealous that my bank account looks like a phone number and yours looks like a peanut. How does a bank account look like a peanut? And he replied, I travel a lot and I'm satisfied with my life to care that much about if my bank account has 11 digits. You've got a banging body though, I'll give you that. I'm sorry. Who does Ben think he is? That's such a standard lad thing to say. So I was just like, I travel too much in my private jet, getting a bit boring. Going to buy a yacht today, you know, standard day-to-day life, just gonna go out and buy a yacht. You do that. I'll go to Tesco and get some crisp. Just one crisp. He's gonna go to Tesco and get one crisp. Now, I was a bit scared by this next message, right? You're a bad girl who needs to be punished, I think. Smirky and one of those purple devil emoji faces. And at this point, I just knew Benny's gonna be weird. So I just said, I punish my bank enough. I don't think anything else needs punishing. Punishing your bank account would mean the opposite of having money. So I just thought I'd correct him here. Just because I punish it doesn't mean I don't get it back. I've got racks, you know, I told you. Did you read my bio, Ben? So then changing conversation, I just randomly said, do you know who my dad is? But then he decided to read something different, and I think he got a bit different in his mind, and I physically cannot say or put on screen what he replied. But let me tell you, Ben, strange guy. He said, but no, you're wrong. What I can't say. And fair enough, who's your dad? And I thought, right, this is my moment. This is my opportunity. I have waited so long to do this. Don't ruin it now, Lee. You've only got one chance to do this. Ronnie Pickering. And at that point, Ben no longer replied. I think I just ruined a few people's lives in that video. But that's gonna end it there for this video, guys. I hope you really enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you go down below, leave a like, and subscribe if you are new. Let's smash 5,000 likes on this video. I would really, really appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoyed this style of video. I really enjoyed making it because it was so funny to do. If you want me to make more videos like this, leave it down in the comments below. Let me know what I should do next. And I think it's safe to say that being cocky and being arrogant and boasting about things, people don't like it. People are not interested in it, clearly. Because when I was normal Ellie, people were having genuine conversations with me. When I was rich, cocky Ellie, nobody really wanted to speak to me, apart from the Ben guy, which was... I don't even want to get into that. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Peace.